Welcome everybody to a Deadball TV Christmas special. Obviously the lads are together in Houston, Texas again for this edition. And we're going to be reacting to the 100 best footballers in the world as ranked by The Guardian and giving you guys our completely blind reaction. Connor, are you looking forward to this?
Absolutely not.
How many howlers are in the first 10 names that we see?
In the first 10 names, if it's not 50%, I don't want to read it.
I'm honestly a little terrified. As we go through these guys, let us know the biggest howler down below in the comments and hit subscribe for more content here on Deadball TV. We'll be back to virtual, sadly, after this week, but we wanted to get together and make one vid in person for both of you guys. So, without further ado, we are reacting to Jonathan Wilson and his 100 best footballers list. So, we're about to test this man's ball knowledge. We're starting from the bottom, 96 through 100. Mike Mignon, Ricardo Calafiore, Alexander Mitrovic, Julian Brandt, Marcel Sabitzer. You take the damn mic. How you feel about this?
Okay. So that was 96 through 100. Now going to 95, we got Christian Pulisic, and counting down to 91 is Savinho, Dusan Vlahovic, Gregor Kobel, and Unai Simon.
Savinho above Pulisic is ridiculous.
Yeah, that is pretty wild. That is pretty wild.
There's actually no argument from a club or country perspective to suggest that Savinho's better than Pulisic. And we probably need to say this for a second because people think we hate Pulisic for some reason, which is just completely unfounded. Much like Savinho being a 94th above him. I mean, at Girona, he wasn't better. For Brazil, he's not better. So what are we talking about here? Is it because his transfer fee was like, what was City's transfer fee? 50 mil, something like that? 40 mil? Is that what we're going off of here?
Do you think it's a money thing? I think it's because he's American.
Oh, you think Jonathan Wilson's British?
Oh, yeah. Oh, without a doubt.
Okay. I mean, he does say from a childhood soccer obsession in his bio.
Oh, soccer. Aimed at a U.S. audience.
Dude, this man's American.
Maybe he's covering his tail.
I mean, I think Savinho's got a better fade.
Savinho's got a better fade, without a doubt.
You see he's like 22 goals, City. 22 games with City without a goal.
Womp womp. I'm sorry, 22 games with City. No, like that enough. That there is enough in itself to rank Pulisic above because he's having the season of his life with Milan right now, and I mean it's just completely unfounded.
What's the other? So Savinho's a howler in the top.
Yeah.
In the bottom, what did I say? The top 10? This ain't the top 10. In the 90s, Savinho's probably the biggest howler. I also got to say Unai Simon 91.
That's rough.
I mean, dude, he's been benched this season. He's been on the bench for Bilbao, but he's 91. He's above Mignon? This guy doesn't like AC Milan. I think that's what we've discovered pretty early here.
Maybe that's it. Maybe he's an Inter guy. You know what's going to tell us that is how high Lautaro is.
If he's got Lautaro 3, what do we say?
I'm Argentine, so I have to support, but I think that just know that will be heavy bias on my part.
Gregor Kobel 92. That's pretty interesting as well. But I love Sabitzer getting in here.
Gregor Kobel should be out of the 100 just based off of his haircut alone. Look at this man.
What do you mean? He's got the King Henry V.
But he's not King Henry V.
That's true. That's true.
This man couldn't lead a small, malnourished army through the fields of France.
And is he better than Pulisic? Again? I'm not.
I don't think so. I'm looking at Vlahovic. Is Vlahovic?
I thought that man fell off. I thought that's what we said. I thought he was trash now. But
look, the fact that Christian Pulisic is within 5 spots of Mitrovic is insane. You could put at least 15 to 20 players in between Mitrovic and Pulisic.
yeah, that's also a kind of questionable one. Okay, let's go to the 80s now. Maybe this is about to make a lot more sense.
No, it's not. David Raya at 86 is insane.
Right, because he's a top 3 goalkeeper. So how many more? All right, David Raya's 86. How many more goalkeepers are we about to see above him? I'm extremely. Wait a minute.
Yep.
Andre Lunin from Real Madrid better than David Raya? This is stupid as shit already.
Insane. It's insane.
Wait a minute.
Yes, dude, no.
Cody Gakpo better than David Raya?
And Olise all the way at 85? No, that's That's a howler. And we're not even talking about Christian Romero at 83.
Pau. Nah, dude, this is okay. There was never a world where this was going to be non-contentious, right?
No.
Kubarsi better than Kuti Romero.
I'm not having it.
It's embarrassing.
No. It's completely unfounded. And I guess you could take this season and point to Christian Romero, but he's been injured. He's been out. He doesn't have the rest of his starting lineup. Like, if we're taking context into account, which you literally have to be for Cody Gakpo, you have to be. There's no world in which he is here above Pulisic without taking context into account.
Who won the Copa America last summer?
Cuti Romero.
Who won the Copa America before that?
Cuti Romero.
Who won the last World Cup?
Cuti Romero.
Who was Italian Defender of the Year 3 years ago?
Cuti Romero.
How is Pau Kubarsi ahead of him? You want to go potential? Sure, because Kubarsi's 17. But how are you going to say right now he's better than Kuti? That's insane. Cody Gakpo should not be anywhere near the top 100. Bradley Barcola from PSG? I mean, high ceiling again, but I feel like we're just getting ahead of ourselves here.
We are.
Is he better than Alexander Isak?
I'm comfortable with him where he is. But that being said, he's one of the premier strikers in the Premier League.
Where'd you get that adjective from?
Alliteration? Look, my brain not working.
Onomatopoeia?
Onomatopoeia? Look, you want to talk about onomatopoeia? That's an absolute howler right there. I don't know.
This man has basically put Real Madrid's backup goalkeeper better than the Premier League goalkeeper of the season, who I would consider the goalkeeper of the season the last 2 years in a row. If you want to say Alisson gets one of those, totally fair. But you cannot have Andre Lunin above David Raya. And Kubarsi, bro. I mean, come on now.
It's criminal.
We're going
it's
to
criminal.
the 70s now. Okay. Mamadashvili, beast of a goalkeeper, extremely good. But I'm curious on what grounds is he better than David Raya? Like, I'm cool with Mama being top 100, but better than David Raya is insane. Kai Havertz.
Can I have this? Can I have this? Can I have this really quickly? Cucurella at 72. Is Cucurella better than Christian Romero?
At his position, no.
No, not in any way, shape, or form. He's got a Euros.
He won the Euros. That's
He won the Euros, but was he the key piece there?
I mean, he was pretty goddamn good, but no.
So was
good.
Guti.
He was really good.
So was Guti. Yeah. Listen, you give me a season with Guti and Van de Ven consistently at the back. I'm sorry. I cannot abide by this.
I'm way more upset about Kai Havertz at 78.
Yeah, I don't understand it
He's
either.
not trash, but 78, you're elite, bro. Like 100% elite. If you're the 78th best footballer in the world. And James Rodriguez is not a top 100 footballer.
No.
You have been irrelevant at the club level for 5 years. How are you? I know he's assist god for Colombia. That is not enough to be 77, though. If you want to put him 100, sure. But 77 is crazy. Jonathan David, though. Shout out him, 73.
Shout out Jonathan David.
Di Maria, 71?
Yeah.
I don't think he's still the 71st best footballer.
No, I don't think he is either. I think if you want to put him in, you put him in around the 90s.
Yeah.
But yeah, he doesn't belong there.
That's interesting. Jonathan David, 20 spots above Pulley, too. That's interesting. All right, we're going to the 60s here. Morata at 70 has blown my mind a little bit here. Because, again, I thought the narrative with this guy was he's just okay everywhere he goes. But he's also the 70th best footballer on the planet.
It doesn't make sense. And then Trent Alexander-Arnold, the darling child of Liverpool here, at 66. I would think that he would be significantly higher than Cucurella. Significantly higher than Cucurella.
Yeah, maybe 20 spots. And he's actually, 6? I mean, Kyle Walker, 68. That ain't going to last much longer.
No. Frankly, I think he should be out of that by now.
I just realized we have Morata above Osimhen And what the fuck? Are you serious right now? How many goals does Morata get for Nigeria? Man does not get a goal.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He will be outpaced and outclassed.
I mean, how many times? I think Morata is extremely overhated, but how many times do you as a player need to be replaced by your club in the transfer window before you don't make the top 70, bro? That's crazy to me. I love the Jeremy Frimpong shout. Boniface.
What do you think about Xavi Simons?
I don't watch him enough.
Yeah.
I mean, seems like he's got a lot of tech. I saw him with the Dutch, but I don't watch Leipzig.
But when do we start? When does merit eclipse tech? Because I'm just looking at Xavi Simons and I'm like, who do I want on my team? Xavi Simons or Christian Pulisic?
Yeah. I mean, and that's a legitimate conversation. As much as the international audience will want to clown, it's a legitimate conversation. I don't know.
I don't know either.
He's a little high here. Boniface too. I mean, is Boniface that much better than Victor Osimhen? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Let's go on to the 50s, man. Okay. Now we're cooking a little bit here. Son Heung-min is 60th. Let me see if there's anybody above him right now. I think is BS. Ollie Watkins.
Julian Alvarez.
And Julian. Neither of them are better than Son Heung-min.
I love Julian Alvarez. Ollie Watkins too. I love Julian. No way he is better than Son Heung-min.
No, that's incredibly disrespectful to Asia's best ever player.
Yeah, correct.
Even Achraf Hakimi, 56. I mean, we're talking about like maybe the second or third best outside back in world football. And again, if there's no other fullbacks ahead of him and we just put him 56 because we don't rate outside backs, fine. You already got DiMarco ahead of him immediately. And I'm sure once we scroll up for a bit, we're going to see somebody else. Those are a bit interesting. I love Omar Marmoush from Egypt getting in here. Didn't expect him to get any love, but he's an absolute baller. Just Son is 60s crazy. Julian has not done enough to be better than Son. I mean, he's got the trophies that Son doesn't because one plays for South Korea and Tottenham, and one played for Manchester City and Argentina. So this is not apples to apples. That one's crazy. Son should be 50th, I think.
Yeah, I could get behind that.
Luka Modric, 58? Okay, sure. Gabriel Magalhaes, 57? Sure. I'm not mad about the rest of these, but Watkins is so overhyped.
Yeah, this is a man that's being replaced by Duran.
And I love Ollie Watkins.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been fighting for this man's case for years. He's not the 54th best footballer.
No, sir. Neither of us are Ollie Watkins haters, but, I mean, listen, if John Duran is coming for your job, I'm sorry. I'm not having that.
Correct, yeah. I like seeing DiMarco and Bastoni here. I'm cool with that. And Courtois. I mean, how many more goalkeepers are we going to have on this list?
Hold on. Ederson is above Allison and Raya. I just don't see a world where that's possible. It's just not it.
We saw Allison already, right?
Yeah. Allison was far down, but he was injured.
Dude, okay, Allison is Brazil's number one.
Yeah, he's Brazil's number one.
Brazil's number one. He's got better stats than Ederson. So what are we talking about here? The only thing that Ederson has is more tattoos and more errors leading to goal.
And more Premier Leagues, but I would argue that
you know what? I'm sure Allison probably could have won at least a couple.
No. You put Allison on Manchester City. They're a better team. You put Allison in goal against Argentina in the Copa America. You could argue that it doesn't end the same.
Ederson is only better at passing. So but that's like an ancillary attribute for a goalkeeper. So why is he 50th? That's insane to me.
Good word.
What, ancillary?
Where'd you learn that? SAT prep?
Not Buenos Aires. they don't use words like that.
It's a different language. I would hope not.
Okay, let's see. Ronaldo 42 it's laughable. I'm sorry, it's laughable. At this point in his career, it's laughable. He's not 42.
No, he's not.
Vitinha 47 also is what are we talking about here, dude? Dovbyk was a beast at Girona for 1 year, and he's been okay at Roma this season. That's one good year is enough to get 48. You know what this is? This is the Ukrainian tax right here. This is this guy being told by his higher-ups, hey, bro, throw a Ukrainian on there. Get him in there. Wherever you can fit him in. This is bullshit. Dovbyk, come on, dude. You cannot be serious. We might as well have John Duran at 45 because John Duran's having a great season. No, it's ridiculous.
Speaking of, yeah, and the rules don't play the same because I'm peeking up at the 30s up there. This doesn't track.
Yeah, Griezmann's too low. I'm going to say that right now.
Griezmann's too low, and then we have Kevin De Bruyne at 36. Listen, I am a Kevin De Bruyne simp. He's my favorite player, like outside of the Argentine national 11. That being said, right now I don't think he's the 36th best player in the world.
I'm going to focus on Griezmann because there's an argument he is the La Liga player of the year for multiple years. I'm not saying in a row, but I'm saying like on aggregate over the last 6 years, that man's in the running 3 or 4 times.
And you have Ruben Dias sitting above him at 35th.
No. Bro, you have Declan Rice 7 spots higher than him? That's also a little crazy. Griezmann, crazy underrated. McAllister, I like him a lot. Is he the 38th best player? I'm cool with like 50 from Mac.
Listen, he's turning into it with Liverpool right now, but that's giving this season entirely too much credit. Like, he has had a wonderful transformation, but that's a really tough sell. I'm very happy for him there.
And Pedri, dude. The Barca fans are going to be sick to this.
They are going to be sick to their stomach, but he's there, and he's also above Heung-min Son, which Heung-min Son is a generational talent. Correct. If we see Mitoma in the top, no way, right?
They couldn't do that. They couldn't. There will be no Japanese players on here, surely. Okay, I guess we're into the. Did I F this up? We're kind of like in the half. Yeah, I did F this up. Okay, let's just round out the 30s. Is there anything else we want to say here? Rodrigo.
Luis Diaz, 37. Okay. I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, but I wonder how many wingers would be above him. Grimaldo, whatever. Çalhanoğlu, sure. Cool. I think he's a little overrated, but...
Rodrigo, 31st?
I've pissed off the Madrid fans enough. I won't say anything. Ademola Lookman, 22. I ain't even mad at it, actually. Emi Martinez... Okay. Emi Martinez is what, 60 spots better than David Raya?
That's insane.
I love Emi, but come on, dude. You're taking the piss now.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, the arguments don't translate, because you could say, okay, he's won the best 2 years in a row. You know, he's got a Golden Glove, and he's won the World Cup, and all of these things, and yada, 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 the accolades, but... Aston Villa, we're still conceding goals. Like, I just don't know. Like, you can't put him that high above David Raya or even Alisson. Like, I don't know. I just can't. I can't accept that in my head. You know, I love Emi Martinez. Top 50, okay, I'm having that. But top 25 is pretty wild.
Yeah, and so is Gyökeres at 29. Like, I know he's an animal in Portugal, but. Is that enough to be 29? I feel like we're gassing him up a little bit. We should talk about Messi 27. What you think?
I can't agree with that. Maybe you could put him 30, 35.
Yep, 35.
His impact internationally is still very, very real, but he's playing for Inter Miami. He also didn't win the league, just like Ronaldo. You have to have that conversation, which hurts me physically to say, but...
Yeah. Again, I'm not going to get mad that Messi's in the top 30, but Dani almost 17. Very interesting. You know what we haven't seen yet, dude? And I guess that means he's in the top 10 is Moises Caicedo.
Yeah.
Because,
we haven't seen him.
Because if I'm not mistaken, I just saw my man Granit Xhaka at 26. Sure, he's been an animal since going to Germany. But Moises Caicedo is the borderline best 6 in the world. So where is he? I mean, I hope that when I keep scrolling up, we're going to see him there.
Martin Odegaard's on 18 for 2 good seasons? That gets you 18th?
Yeah, that one's a little interesting to me. Foden might be a little high as well.
Foden 15th. What has he done this season? See, like, some of these guys are on here because they're having a tremendous season this year, and then we have Foden sitting at 15th because he won PFA Player of the Year. Is it last year?
That's
I'm sorry.
Bro, Danny Olmo got a crazy long neck, dude. I didn't realize that until right now. You seen that thing, dude?
The man's built like a brontosaurus.
Yeah, that is crazy. You should probably be scoring more headers with that.
Yeah. Tony Cruz, 16.
I feel like this is a legacy thing, and if it is, that's fine. But, I mean, my man ain't even playing anymore. So how the hell is he retired and he's 16?
I don't know. Don't make a lick of sense.
Let's go to the top 10 here. We'll just round it out. Holy shit, dude. Moises Caicedo did not make the top 100.
That is a generational fumble. That is a huge fumble.
That's probably the most egregious thing that was included in this list.
And look at Lautaro Martinez, one spot behind Harry Kane at number 7th.
You think he should be higher?
I think he should be lower.
Okay. Yeah.
Lautaro Martinez isn't in the top 10 footballers in the world. I'm not having that. Because I'll tell you what. I'll tell you something right now. Messi's better. I think Julian Alvarez, you can have a conversation.
I mean, Lautaro's had an amazing, 2 years.
Yeah, he has.
Mainly for club. So he's got to be top 20. Anything outside the top 20, I think, is crazy. I'm not mad at him at 7, honestly.
Yeah, I guess I'm looking at it from an Argentine perspective.
Yeah, and he doesn't feel like that for Argentina because he's not that for Argentina.
No.
He never has been.
It's very hard to be that for Argentina.
Yeah, it's extremely difficult. Danny Carvajal at 9. Is there a person alive that would take Danny Carvajal over Mo Salah and Kylian Mbappe?
No. Even the most devout Real Madrid fans would have to admit that.
The most devout Real Madrid fans have been asking for Carvajal to be replaced for 6 years. You know what? This is an exact replication of when Jorginho was in the top 3 Ballon d'Or because Italy won the Euros and Chelsea won the Prem. And they were like, well, I mean, he's getting all the trophies. It's like, yes, and he's a good player, but he's nowhere near Ballon d'Or. He's nowhere near.
And frankly, that same logic was applied, what you're arguing right now was applied to Julian Alvarez. He won every single thing that he had anything to do with for a span of 2 years.
Yeah, pretty much.
And that's I'm sorry, but he wasn't the linchpin in all of those things, so I wasn't a massive hater when he wasn't on the Ballon d'Or. Yeah. But here we are, staring straight down the barrel of the gun at Danny Carvajal. And I don't know. I'm not having that. He's not top 10 footballers in the world.
Best fullback in the world, Danny Carvajal. Again, Madrid fans would tell you that's not true.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody from Spain is saying Danny Carvajal, oh my God, generational. Where were we before this man? He's a good player, but I'm more impressed by his longevity and the fact that he's been doubted and hated on for so long and is still doing it versus his ability as a footballer.
But even then, that doesn't get you top 10. That doesn't get you top 10 in my head. Frankly, I don't know if you can put a fullback top 10 just because they aren't as impactful in the game, you know?
I think you could, but not Danny Carvajal.
But which fullback are you taking top 10?
I mean, I think there were years where Kyle Walker had a top 10 shout. I think there were years Trent had a top 10 shout. You could make the argument that maybe somebody, no Atleti player.
Man, my bias is showing. You said Kyle Walker, and I was like, God, you're right. Top 3, put him.
Yeah, maybe.
No, absolutely not. Not top 3.
Oh,
top 5,
I
maybe.
just mean top 3 fullbacks, not top 3 in the world. I'm trying to think. Barcelona, probably not anybody as of now. We'll revisit this in another episode more.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to think of this on the spot. But no, Danny Carvajal, that's kind of crazy. Florian Wirtz, happy to see him in the top 10. Absolute baller. I think Jamal Musiala should be a little closer to him. I don't really think there's much separating those guys. Lamine Yamal at 4th already.
Yeah, let's read off the top 5. Number 1, we have Rodri. 2, Vinicius. 3, Haaland. 4, Lamine Yamal. 5, Jude Bellingham.
I got no problem with Rodri, number 1.
No, I'm comfortable with that.
I'm okay with Vinicius too, even though I think it's completely ignoring national team form.
100% is.
Erling Haaland. It's tough.
Hear me out. He's another system player, and he had a phenomenal year, and he is still a very good player. Finishing, like first touch finishing,
Insane.
probably the best in the world.
Yes, correct.
That being said, if you put him on different teams, he doesn't produce as much. Harry Kane at number 6, while I feel it's appropriate, I still feel he's the best striker in the world. You put him on any team, the man's going to get you minimum 20.
Minimum he's getting you 20 and 7.
Because he can do it all. He can do it all. He is a more rounded out footballer than Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland's built like a tank, and he's going to run through you. You don't need Harry Kane to do that. Harry Kane has better tech. He's got better first touch. The man is just insane. Where Erling Haaland can smell a goal from a mile away, Harry Kane has the same instincts with better positioning, better control of the ball, and he can distribute significantly better. He can create on top of that.
I'm looking at Vinicius again, and it's just kind of hard to put somebody 2 when you're terrible for Brazil. It's a little difficult to put you 2, in my opinion. Just because people think we hate Vinny, I'm not going to say anymore. But I think that's generous. I think we're looking the other way a bit. Is he 8 spots better than Mbappe? I don't know, dude.
I don't know. I think you'll be looking at this list in probably 6 months' time when Mbappe finds his footing here and finds where he belongs on this team, and you're going to be wondering why it was ever a conversation.
I got to scroll back again. Did Moises Caicedo really not make this list? I'm looking. Nope. I mean, Ollie Watkins better than Moises Caicedo. Morata better than Moises Caicedo. Bro, he really didn't make the list.
That's him forgetting. That's an omission. That's an accident. That has to be an accident. Because no way that, I mean, you look at any of these guys here. I'm not having it.
Yeah, I mean, borderline best 6 in the world. If you want to say Rodri above him, sure, but he's firmly number 2. Top 3 midfielder in South America, no question. Does everything. And you got Unai Simon. I mean...
No, you can't comfortably look at this.
We've taken the piss here a little bit. That's by far, in my opinion, the biggest omission. Is there anybody else that you feel like should have made the top 100 that we're just not seeing here?
I'm trying to think. Argentines.
No Argentines that missed, in my opinion. I think you guys got like 5 on here. I mean, the ball's not top 100.
Yeah.
Paredes, no. Lo Celso, no.
Acuna?
Hell no. Hell no, dude.
What about Marco Rojo for Boca Juniors right now?
He top 100 in the Argentine division. I don't know about worldwide. Shit. No, I did notice too. No Jedi.
Yeah, no Jedi. No Jedi is... Pulisic is the only American?
Only American. And Jonathan David's the only other CONCACAF person. No Mexicans. Totally fair. Jedi got to be here, though. I mean, he's the second best. He's been the second best left back in the Prem on aggregate the last 4 years. How the fuck is he not on this list? And he's always healthy, too. It's not even like we got the injury thing here. So that one's a little weird to me. But you got Danny Carvajal on 9. Even Calafiore, bro. Like, does he have the CV of Jedi? He does not.
No,
that's the answer.
So.
He does not. So that's crazy as well. Other insane omissions. I'm thinking Asia. Was anybody crazy omitted from Asia? Kubo's not top 100. Mitoma. Maybe he could have squeaked in at 100.
Yeah.
But no, not really. Kim Min-jae, his form at Bayern hasn't been good enough.
I don't know. Mitoma's having a better season than Savinho.
Oh, I mean, Savinho's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Savinho is absolutely ridiculous on this list.
Yeah, that's insanity.
Trying to think of anybody else. All right, I'm switching to Africa. Any massive omissions from Africa? We got Osimhen. We got Lookman. No Sadio Mane.
No Sadio Mane.
Went to Saudi Arabia. I'm sure that has something to do with it. Honestly, couldn't tell you what he's done since he left.
No.
He could be top goal scorer in the league. I have no clue. I don't think he is, though. I'm pretty comfortable saying he's doing kind of mid.
Yeah. I couldn't even tell you which team he's on over there. Does he play on the same team as Ronaldo? I think he does, right?
I think he does.
Haven't won a league.
Have they not won a league?
No.
They haven't won anything?
I don't think so. Well, I don't know about anything, But
They probably won the King Abdullah Cup or something.
something along those lines. I'm sure we'll hear about it in the comments.
Yeah, I'm sure people will be furious at what we're saying right now. I can't really think of any like other massive ones. Spurs players that got omitted. No. Mickey Van de Ven's not top 100. Only one Man U guy, I think. Bruno Fernandes on here. That's probably fair. That team is ass. Enzo? No, he's not top 100.
Was John Stones on here?
I thought I saw him. Oh, maybe I didn't. Maybe it's Vardio I saw. No, John Stones isn't on here. He gets hurt a lot. I'm okay
he doesn't play enough.
I'm okay with saying that. James too, 77 G's, bro. That's insane.
They're giving that because of the Copa America and nothing else. It's impossible.
I mean, I feel like Luis Openda from Leipzig should be on here instead of Savinho. I think that's a really, really bad inclusion. Reinders from AC Milan, he's been cooking.
Dude, I'm still looking at Vlahovic here.
Maybe he's cooking. I'm gonna look up his stats. Maybe he's been balling out, and like we just have no idea. Vlahovic stats. All right, you guess what his stats are.
Dude, you want me to guess what his stats are? Oh God, I haven't watched a Juventus game in. Sorry, Juventus.
Why do you say that every goddamn time?
Dude, I don't know, because somebody got on me for it one time.
I know, but why don't you just say it the right way the first time?
Because they haven't earned my respect.
But clearly they kind of have because you correct yourself.
No, it's the fans out there that have my respect, and they care. So I force myself to care marginally.
Okay.
Tell you what, when they start Weston McKennie at the 9, then I'll say it correctly.
He got 7 goals. He got 7 goals.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know. I'm not buying that. Including his season last year, I don't know. What are we basing this off of? Fiorentina?
You cannot still be basing this off Fiorentina.
I'm not having it.
Yeah, that's crazy. I think those are probably the biggest omissions for me. And there's a lot of guys in here that I don't agree with the order. I'm sure there's got to be another defender out there that I'm just not thinking of that is a beast and should be on here 100%. No Josema. He's injured all the time, so I'm okay with that.
What about... No, Bombito's not there yet.
No, hell no. No. You're getting ahead of yourself here. If there's any CONCACAF guy you missed out, it's Jedi. Hands down.
What about our Ecuadorians?
No, it's only Moises. Maybe. Actually, I think Nkampié's got a shout.
You're looking at Gregor Kobel right here. You're going to tell me that he's a better...
Yo, I think Ecuador got hoed in this list, actually. Oh, my God.
I'm just saying. Look, you're looking at Mitrovic here?
Nah, come on, dude.
No, I'm not having that.
Give me William Pacho over him. Yeah, that's true. No, actually, Ecuador got screwed, now that I'm thinking of it. Yeah, that's a great shout. No, Moises is insanity. That's insanity. We're talking the Prem team of the season, bro. Not in the top 100. But Sabitzer? I mean, that's crazy. Okay. And the computer's on 4% battery. I'm going to go ahead and end the screen share here. Yeah, guys, we hope you enjoyed our reaction to the top 100. If you're Ecuadorian, our condolences to you guys because there was no respect shown whatsoever in this video. Damn, I can't think of a team that got more disrespected. Maybe Senegal not having a single top 100. That's kind of crazy too. Ivory Coast maybe should have had. No, because they don't have a top 100 guy.
No, yeah, you can't.
You can't say a Dingra top 100. Haler's getting benched by Leganes right now, so it ain't him.
Yeah, if you're saying a Dingra's top 100, the Mitoma comes in before him, and so.
If that's the case, let's just throw Morgan Rogers on here
And Faisal Aliyev.
We'll face Aliyev. While we're at it, fucking John McGinn should probably be somewhere on here. I mean, it's just like, where does the madness stop at that point?
What's my boy from Everton? The Cam? What's his name? Help me out.
He's not a Cam, but Dwight McNeil?
Dwight McNeil, yeah. That's right.
Yeah. Where's Branthwaite? God damn. This is crazy.
Where is Branthwaite? Hull City?
No, he's still at Everton.
It's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing he's still at Everton, or it's embarrassing you thought he was at Hull City? Why would he be at Hull City? He's worth $50 million. They don't have that kind of money. I think he's been injured like most of the season. I love Branthwaite. He's a good player. Now I'm going to look up his injury record after. But all right, guys, we're going to end the video there. We hope you enjoyed this in-person Christmas special. Felt cathartic. I enjoyed it.
This is exactly what I wanted and expected from this list. I'm full.
Unfortunately, what I expected as well.
Yes.
So, who knows? You guys will just have to hit subscribe to see our next in-person event. What continent it's in, we have no idea. Guess down below in the comments. Smash the like button if you enjoyed, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Have a happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.